Welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be going to do some vintage shopping at a few stores. There's not a lot of stores around here, and so when you go, you just see the same things over and over. So we always wait, a month or two before we go again. And we just recently went, probably 3 weeks ago. We'll probably see 90% of the same things that we saw the last time, but every time I go, I always see different things. I'm always excited to go antique shopping with my husband. I'm just gonna get ready. That is the start of this video, is me getting ready. I'm only doing a light look today. It's probably gonna take us about 15 minutes to get ready. So quickly, I'm gonna do my skincare routine. It's pretty simple, pretty quick as well. This soothing toner, it feels so good. I have already added my coconut water 10%, which I did not show you guys. I started doing that earlier, a little bit ago, and I was like, oh shoot, I probably should do this for my video. But, so I don't have to do that. As you can see, I have been using it quite a bit. I usually use this milk toner as well, but I've really been into this, and I do kind of sometimes alternate the two so that I'm using both, because I do really like this milk toner. It does sit on the skin nicely, and it's very hydrating. So now I'm going to put on some of this glow serum. This is another AOA Studio. They just got the skin barrier cream and the milk toner back in stock, I'm pretty sure. I was on there and just put an order in. So I was going through all the things that I might need to restock up on. I noticed these two were back in stock. So if you wanted to grab the skin barrier cream, it's so good and hydrating. Like I said, I've used this as my primer because it does sit kind of tacky after you've had it on. But I'm going to use this right now. Just add a few squirts here and then rub it in. Now that has dried, and you can tell my face is looking so hydrated right now. All around here, it's just real shiny. So now we're gonna add the skin barrier cream. I'm not adding a ton, just enough to go on my palms right here, and I'm just gonna add it. And this stuff smells so good, kind of like the clean slate. It just has a really pretty florally smell. And I like it. It's so good. And the new skincare is great as well. They just came out with the little bottles. Those are good too. I completely recommend. We're just gonna let this get tacky for a second. So I'm gonna start messing with my brows, because that's what I do to let my things dry. I'm using the AOA Studio E119 spoolie brush. But I did do my brows just the other day. I use the Pure Cotton Rounds for my skincare, but I just brush them up. They don't look too bad today, so I'm just gonna leave those alone. They don't need any special treatment. I'm gonna add on some of this jelly jam real quick. I'm gonna have to get a new bottle out because mine's gone. I love this jelly jam. I go through it like crazy. And my oldest daughter has just recently picked up on this, and she's in here taking mine when hers runs out. And I give her a whole one of these. I'm going to do my primer now. This is the Cover FX. If you want to dupe to this pore filling primer, which looks like this, amazing primer. I use this in my tutorials. I used to use this daily, and I found this which has SPF in it. I love this Cover FX. It just goes into the skin real nice. And I'm just gonna use this for my troubled areas. And then I'm gonna go into a different primer. I'm just gonna push this into all the places that my pores are kind of super bad. This is the filter-free face primer, and I'm going to use this for all the other places. This is by the AOA. And then the next thing I'm going to add is this True Match. This is basically going to be 90% of our coverage. So here we go. And if we need to add more, we will. But this is what I do if I'm like in a hurry. I mean, I know it's not in a hurry now because I'm sitting here explaining to you guys what it is that I do. But it just gives a nice little glow. I'm going to use this e.l.f. concealer. So I'm just going to put a little bit here, a little bit here. We're not doing a ton because we're just not trying to be crazy with it today. And then once I have it basically moved around, I'll take it up to the eye and then come back down again just to get some of that wet product up at the top. I'm not really big into foundation. I just feel that foundation is a waste of time. Just an extra makeup product for you to spend your money on, and you don't need it. Now I'm gonna do a little bit of bronzer, just a tad. I'm not gonna go like crazy like I normally do. So I'm just gonna put a little bit of this out. Dink. Just one here, a couple here. Bink. And then I'm gonna take my Hank & Henry. This is the Nikki brush, and I'm gonna blend this out. And I'm not like rubbing, I'm tapping and then moving the brush. So I'm not like, I don't know how to explain it. I'm just kind of whooshing. So I'm not really taking the brush like full-fledged to my face. I'm tapping and then moving the product. As you guys all know, I'm not a vlogger, okay? I'm not into going into public places, talking to myself, to my phone, feeling like a dang weirdo. I'm very much an introvert, so stuff like that, you know, it just is kind of gets my anxiety going. For you guys, I'll go out of my comfort zone so that you guys keep coming back and watching. If you want to get ahead in life, sometimes you have to go out of your comfort zone and do things you don't normally do. I just want to try new things. We're just going to lighten this back up again because we put a little bit too much on the nose area, but it's fine. And then I'm going to take my brush again and then kind of just put that color back where I wanted the color at. Now we're gonna move on to the eyes. I'm just gonna do that simple look that I always do. You guys know I'm always about all that palette. I love these light colors. I'm going to fix the creases of my eyes here quick. And this does not have a mirror on it. And I'm just gonna pat this onto the eye. It's a pinky white color, but it definitely comes off more white, and I like that. I'm gonna take that pink, add that to the bottom. Take the pink, add that to the bottom. And then I'm gonna take a little bit of this Ready color. I'm gonna add that just to the crease, to give us a little bit of color. Now we're gonna move on to the lashes. I do still love my fat lash. Don't get me wrong. I do love the fat lash. It's still amazing, but I've been really loving this Luxe Lash. And I love the packaging. I love this purple color. Once these have dried a tad bit, I will add a little bit more, but look how great it looks. I love it. But when you add it a second coat, it looks so good. I'm going to get some of this powder and I'm going to set, here it is. I'm going to be using the AOA Studio Flawless powder, and I'm just going to take a little bit just to set that. And I'm using the AOA Studio Velvet. These are so good and soft, and it puts the makeup on your skin so good. I just started using this the other day and I love it. I love these. So yeah, we just added that, and now I'm just going to kind of blend it in with my brush. Like that. And this is the F1 Kabuki, one of my favorite brushes on Miss A. We're going to add some blush. I'm going to use this Tarte. I usually use the Miss A stuff, or I usually use that new creamy blush, but today I want to go with some powder, just something light. And then I just kind of move it upward. I keep it at the balls though. You always want to make sure the balls of your cheek are the main focus, because that's where blush is technically supposed to go. I never understood why people think blush goes way up here. You pinch and it goes upward. You know what I mean? So for you to not put it on the balls of your cheek, it saddens me. It saddens me. All right, and now we're gonna add some highlighter. We're gonna add this Jeffree Star. I need to get a new one. This one my daughter got into. And then I'm gonna add a little bit to the crease of my eye here. Just a little. Not too much, because like I said, I don't want to go too crazy. I'm just trying to do kind of a natural but makeup look. We're using the Slim Brow Pencil. You guys know this is my tried and true. So I'm just going to take these lids off and try not to lose them. So we're just going to fill these in just a little bit. We're not going to do a full brow here. We're just filling in where these little spaces are. So we're using the AOA Studio Clear Brow Gel. This is my favorite. I love this gel. Just like that, all done. This is the AOA Studio Gel Lip Liner in Pony, and it looks like this. It's this color. So I'm just gonna outline fill it in on the sides here. Like that. And then I'm going to take my Kylie Cosmetics Malibu and I'm going to fill in the rest of my lips. Yeah, just like that. And we're going to add on a little bit more of this mascara, and then we're completely done. Beautiful. So now I'm going to set my face with my Morphe setting spray. And I don't have a fan anymore. My daughter broke it. Okay, so now we're just going to take my sponge and use the back side, not the pointy, and just kind of push the product in just to set it real good. I do this every time. Now I just need, sorry, my daughter is talking on the phone with her friend and they are crazy. This is the finished look. I will see you guys once I'm done getting ready and I have my outfit on. If I don't keep my makeup in bags, let's just say, I have a full mess. I really need to go through everything on my vanity and just start throwing everything away. So this is the finished look. I did a bun. I just wrapped it and then put a few hair ties. And then I straightened the sides, pulled the sides out, and a few in the back. So this is our look. And then I have this black shirt on with some kind of jewels at the bottom and then black pants on. Nothing special, but that's what I'll be wearing today. My bun is perfect. Sometimes I can't get my bun exactly the way I want, but today it did it just how I wanted it. So I like it. Looks great. Loving it. Okay,